everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Triple P&J. We are officially on episode 50. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Got me mid-text.
we came a long way.
Yay.
Such a long way.
We're going to celebrate every milestone. So I guess next is 60.
Yep.
Not
Every
the
10
60.
weeks we're gonna be doing that.
Every 10 weeks we celebrate.
We're still here.
Then we throwing a party.
We'll be getting close to SSI years.
Once we get to 100, it's up. So, what's going on, guys?
Fucking pollen.
Oh, what's going on with that?
It's going up.
It's going up. Fucking trees are jizzing all over everybody and we all can't breathe.
Yeah, jizzing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like, and then just straight.
And it sticks, and it's yellow.
And it sticks to your car.
Oh,
It's
God.
yellow. She get that checked out.
I mean, I love spring, but fuck this. I'm so sick of
Like
it.
this, they be fucking
You
you.
can't
Right.
even enjoy the good weather because you're too busy sneezing and dying.
Right.
My left eye has watered all day.
You didn't even say hi to me yesterday, bitch. My
I
eyes
couldn't
were closed
see
shut.
you.
I can't even fucking talk right now,
Right.
actually.
Oh.
Without sneezing and coughing.
Can't deal with it.
I just be thinking about those like deaf people.
Are you okay?
I'm going to hell.
What?
You sneezing and they probably think you having a
Oh.
seizure.
Can deaf people not hear, like, at all? They can't hear anything
There's
around
different
them?
degrees of being deaf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people, like, there's literally, like, they have, like, no ability to take in vibrations to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some people who still have a little bit, I guess it's like the hairs in your ear.
Or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your cochlear or something.
Like sometimes, I met one person who couldn't hear, but like if you clapped or anything like that, the sound of clapping like really hurt his.
Yeah. I guess it just depends on, like, vibrations and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But anywho.
Me and Daniel are suffering right now because of allergy season,
Yeah.
and
God bless y'all.
Thank-
Yeah, wash y'all mother freaking hands.
Thank y'all for being here tonight, even though y'all aren't feeling well.
Yeah.
it's just allergies.
Okay.
Your
People
allergies.
call
I'm
in for
actually
less.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, if you're really sick,
Come lean over here.
listen, you fucking ratchet ass whore.
Ratchet ass whore. I am far from ratchet. I like to be a whore.
A ratchet ass whore. Ooh, all of that.
Man.
We hostile already.
I'm actually a classy whore.
We only
You are.
I
I would pay high dollar for your services.
appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Even though I told the audience like some X amount of videos ago that I was,
You wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that, and that
Okay.
You've changed.
I've changed. It's because of them. All three of them. I was a good child of God, and then these heathens
Charlie.
brought me out of my
I don't know
element.
why he pointed.
Right,
I'm no
Right, put your finger down, bitch.
because you got 3 pointing back at you, bitch. Stop it.
My fingers ain't pointing nowhere.
You've always been that. We just help bring it out.
Exactly. Oh,
You
speaking of it,
always been a heathen.
I know we have our topics that we all want to discuss, but that just kind of clicked in my head because I was watching something
It's
on.
okay. It's a free for all.
It's a free for all. I was watching something on YouTube today, and like they were talking about name your price.
Oh, you're talking about those videos where like those guys come up and interview people and they just like randomly, how much do you think your head is worth?
It wasn't those, but yes,
Yeah,
something
well, how
like
much,
that.
How much the fuck, I guess.
Right,
The
and
guy come
I
up and ask you,
Yeah, I've seen that before.
I was
what's your price?
And not you wanting us to do that.
Willie?
how hot are they?
No, that's not the question, Willis. What's your price?
It depends on the hotness.
It changes. You got a
Of
list?
course.
You got tierings.
It does.
You get a
Listen, if you were
deductible
like
change.
Quasimodo, like, like, boo boo.
I don't think Quasimodo did that.
I don't know. Like, whenever. Some fucking show. I don't know. Shit.
Man had 100 in his bag, but his
He
head
did-
was fucking crippled.
yeah. Like, they showed up here with, like, one good eye and, like, no teeth, like a hump on the back and, like, bad.
What that got to do with down there?
Huh?
How much is your head worth, Willis?
That means how much I'm gonna need at least
You answer the question, bitch.
10 grand.
What's your starting price?
Starting price. If you're hot, you can get it. But yeah.
Now he's saying for the free.
If you hot,
Yeah, free 99.
hey,
So you would charge $10,000 to give someone head?
you damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You could throw your hot dog down his tunnel for $3.99.
Oh no, we're not talking about backdoor action. That's head.
Yeah, his hot dog down your tunnel.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
10 grand.
That one, yeah.
If you looking fucked up, yeah.
Oh my god. He said wrong tunnel.
Oh, that one.
The Amtrak is back that way.
Back that way, you gonna need
He said
six.
it's a spirit flight. What?
You gonna need
It's gonna
6
be a little
figures
rough.
for that. You fucked up looking. Sorry, boo boo. I can't.
So the less hot, the more that it costs?
Yes.
Okay.
Period.
You really be doing that?
Huh?
You really be doing that?
I'm fucking right. I would.
No,
They
no, have you?
You're gonna look at me.
No, have you?
You're gonna look at
No.
me.
Hold on. That's a little too personal since you asked and have you
No.
for money.
Have I? No, I haven't.
Okay.
I
He
was-
was digging a little deep in his side of the pool.
Just ask the questions and I answer them, but
It's easy
No.
to say no.
have you?
No.
Oh, okay. Next. Have you?
No.
No.
So I guess everybody else answered the question. Now you can.
No.
Okay.
He said no. His mom wants
That's a lie.
Anywho, I know some of y'all.
Hey,
out there
mama.
But has there been offers? Yes, and I
Yes.
have not taken it.
Yeah. So
There's
don't
been
be
a-
out here giving head for a Twinkie and a cigarette.
No. Well, no, we don't do that. No, don't be that person.
Yeah, not that person.
Oh.
Because if you shake that box and then the last Twinkie fall out, and he's
Oh.
pop that cigarette out and give you a cigarette after.
But no, it really and then there was another one. Sorry, not to change it, but I am gonna put. But like there was another one where they were talking about sex workers, and they asked these people like, "Have you ever paid for sex?" And of course, everybody said no. But
Would you do it?
Then they-
For sex?
well, let me finish before we answer
Oh
this
my
question.
God.
Then
Hold that thought since you want to dig all in him. Go ahead. Hold the thought.
Hold that thought. Then they said, after everybody said no, was like, well, have you ever paid for OnlyFans? Have you ever paid for like a
Premium.
premium Pornhub thing? Have you ever bought a magazine?
You paid for self sex because you probably solo.
Right. So it was just kind of like, okay, there was the layers of that, and I found that really. I watched the entire
they were
thing.
opening it up, kind of like the whole agenda of like how far do you consider eating animals like before it starts getting a little weird.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and I found that really interesting because at first I was like, no, I've never paid for sex. I won't pay for sex. And it was like, well, have you ever paid for an OnlyFans?
They're changing your
Ooh.
perspective.
Right.
That's
And so that's what I thought was.
Oh, well, I guess to answer the question, yes.
Yeah, like
I've never paid for a premium. I've never paid for a OnlyFans. No.
You never bought a
Nope.
skin magazine?
Never have, but I would pay for sex.
Would you?
I have no shame in that.
No.
I'm not gonna go out of my way and act like I'm desperate and I'm like, but
Right.
for
Some
like a
people do it.
lifetime experience, I would try it. Yes.
And some people do it for a matter of convenience. I mean, you know, it's like, if say you're a CEO and you're fucking running shit and making like, I don't have time to date. You don't have time to do all this bullshit. Be like, hey, like ordering a pizza. I need this with a side of this, and come on,
Yeah.
get it out the business.
Yeah, they're just strictly down to business.
Yeah.
They keep it cordial. They have their little sex scene, and then boom, they go about their way. They don't got time for the bullshit
Right.
in between.
Give me
Acting
what I
fake,
need. Give me what I
trying to
want,
get to know somebody. They're like, look, I just need my fucking shit rocked.
and
And
just go.
keep it moving.
And I mean, and I could say that.
Rock it then.
But I mean, I could see doing that. So I agree with you. I mean, have I ever paid for like physical one-on-one sex? No.
My only real concern is just like the whole STD portion. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, outside of that, yeah, I mean, if I knew you was fucking legit, hell yeah. If you was bad as fuck, and I just was like, you know what? There's a bucket list that I have in life, and you never know what you want to try until you try it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm gonna do it, but like I wouldn't decline it.
If I was ever a CEO of something, be like,
But you will be the CEO of your bakery shop. Remember that?
thank you.
Yeah, you ain't got time. You out here baking
I'm
muffins.
baking muffins and
You
getting
gonna
cake.
get Baking muffins and getting cake, fellas.
There it is.
Pretty much what it is for Willis.
Mm-hmm. But no, sorry, that we completely diverted off
Yeah, that was
that
real as fuck.
that just when you said that, I was like, would you ever do it? Have you ever? You never paid for an OnlyFans? You never?
No, I have the time, so there are people out there.
Yeah,
I mean, because you got that golden coochie.
I don't know.
No, I paid for OnlyFans twice because the people's OnlyFans that I wanted to look at, and it wasn't free, so I was like, let me see what this person's working with, and yeah, I saw it.
And like I said, I've said before, I'll donate to the cause.
As
you
long-
know,
Was it well justified as far as like money?
is it good?
You weren't disappointed.
I wasn't disappointed, but I didn't want to pay. I unsubscribed after I subscribed, so I could look at it for a month, and then yeah, that was it. I never went back.
The videos end up on Twitter anyway.
They do.
They do. But sometimes, be like, yeah, I'll throw a 10 to your college fund. I ain't worried about it.
So
There you
I
go.
wasn't
See?
too worried about it. I think it was a commission week or
Not
something.
not the quarter pounder with cheese money.
Yeah, it was worth it though, and whatever. But
But anywho, subscribe to my OnlyFans at Pudding Goes Wild. www.
Put the phone down.
No friends.
Okay.
The name on the account, Willie P.
Actually, it's
My
out
damn
in
phone
left
going off.
field.
You have a new subscriber.
It's out in left field, Louisiana.
Oh my god.
Who the fuck is Tennessee Tigers? Willis is like,
Get your ass higher.
Put it in the camera.
put it in reverse, Terry.
Get a fucking jock strap.
Not you telling me what to do. Really.
Anyway.
I'll start out with leather. We'll figure that out. Yeah.
Let's
So, there really was a point in time where Willis was trying to help me turn one of my rooms into an OnlyFans room. I was gonna turn it into like a sex dungeon. We were gonna make the whole walls like red, maybe a little bit of black here and there, kind of set the vibe. Put like a little sex swing in there. Get a little wall, and then I can have like tools. No, not tools.
Toys.
Toys.
Not tools.
You got a hand in the corner.
Fucking tools.
Some power drill. What are you using it for?
Could you imagine? Hold still.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like Jeffrey Dahmer.
neighbors are concerned.
Oh.
Why is she walking out the house like that? Don't worry about
Don't worry about it. She got hers.
it. Yeah.
Rocky Pig.
All right, but
Whatever happened with that? Why did we not finish that?
I don't know. We've had plenty of vacations in between time. Money was spent elsewhere.
Yeah. I was like, now that you're talking, I forgot about that. Yeah, we were
Yeah.
going to turn that into a whole little room thing, a whole scene.
I've had.
There's a show, by the way, since we're talking about it, there's a show on Netflix called How to Build a Sex Dungeon. It's so good.
Is it Willis?
It's this little old British lady, and she goes in and she talks to these couples about what they like to do and what they want to do, and she builds a whole fucking experience out of a room.
That's like Pimp My Ride, but for fucking sex dungeons.
It was.
All right, BDSM edition.
Like she turned this these people's little crawl space basement thing into like this really kick-ass rock and roll / leather dungeon. I was like, I would kind of want that in my house. It was cool. If you haven't seen it, watch it on Netflix. It's really good.
That leather stretched out and worn out after a year.
Worn out.
But no.
Couch got creases in it.
But anyway, We are so off track.
You said talk about whatever.
We
We're
did.
just talking
We
about
did.
whatever.
It's episode 50. We're talking about a little bit of everything that we've talked about. So I
Whatever.
guess over the past
50 episodes.
50 episodes. So yeah, it's almost been a year.
Yeah, we did. Episode 2 was the OnlyFans episode. That was a year ago.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember. We know you would have done it back then.
Yep.
Would you make OnlyFans?
No.
I don't remember your answer.
No.
I feel like you said that you. I should insert a flashback. I feel like you said that
You don't have to pull this up.
that
Let's
you would
Run it back.
see. I would date somebody who had one. That's what I'm saying.
You said that, and you said that you also would have to make one and not tell anybody because we're nosy.
If it came down to that, yeah. But,
So
no,
you
I
would,
wouldn't have
though.
one.
I'm with you on that.
Right.
No friends can subscribe. Sorry.
Why Jalisa got OnlyFans? Mind your business.
Right. I'm making this rent.
Because people already be up in our fucking business.
Dude.
And we ain't even saying shit.
At all.
I fucking know more about me than I know about myself.
Right. Mm-mm. I mean, like I said, I still say it. If I had the body for it and people actually wanted to see it, I'd do it.
Yeah, I mean, there'd be some people out there that you would never guess, and they just making it work. I'd be like, because they're not my type.
Me personally,
Right.
I wouldn't care who the hell subscribed to it because it's out there public anyway. So whoever, I probably wouldn't advertise the name to like my friends. But I mean, if you stumbled across it and you want to pay for it, go ahead, go to my bank.
Mine's probably you wouldn't really see my face. I'd be like one of those people that's just like every time they do something, like it's just no face. Some people like that.
Neck down.
Yeah,
Right,
just
yeah.
like
Or
that.
like wearing the
Because, like,
ski mask.
Yeah, it's all about creating a fantasy. Because a lot of people, like when they're either enjoying themselves, it's like a fantasy thing. Like they're either pleasing themselves to the thought of somebody. But if you put a face into that factor, then it's just like, that's what you see. Does that make sense?
It does, but see, I'm fucked because like I have enough tattoos. Anybody sees me, like, yeah,
It's
that's
not about
Willis.
the identity.
It's-
They might know who you are in person, but it's just the fact that the video doesn't show your face, so it's just like they can just, whomever is enjoying the video or the picture or whatever can focus on just the entertainment portion, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that.
I still like a face though.
Do you?
I mean,
like a
you
face.
would you would be seeing the face.
Hmm?
If you were the one like recording it, I mean, you would still see the face, but you wouldn't
Right.
have to post it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people like faceless videos.
Some
Some
people
just be
do.
looking dumb. I'm like, can you just...
I like an O face. I like an O face.
Oh, what?
An O face.
Yeah, I like to see what they look like sometimes.
Right.
And then when it's just like, okay, y'all just...
Unless of course you fucked up and then you got that one eye that goes up here and it's like, yeah, it's like, ooh, are you having a stroke?
Yeah. I've seen some videos where they were on drugs, and I was like, bitch, you look dumb.
You look so
You look dumb
dumb.
as fuck right now. But, I mean,
But hey,
they got it how they got it, and they worked.
right.
So tonight's main topic is our take on degree versus experience. Have any of y'all feel like you haven't gotten a position or as much pay as you may have wanted because you didn't have a degree?
Mm-mm.
You guys feel like that happens though?
I'm sure it can.
I feel like it's a flip because you can have a degree and then go for a position that's like that you have like a bachelor's and they still want to pay you $16 an hour.
Mhm.
Like,
Right.
where? Why? And then I feel like there's some people who, well, me personally, I feel like a degree is a tool to use to give you that leverage in the direction that you're trying to go. If
Right.
you know you're trying to go somewhere, and at some point the degree is going to set you up for the position that you're trying to go to, do it. But if you're just kind of going through life and you just grab a degree and it's like it's just there, I'm not trying to downplay anybody who did it that way, but I just feel like it's a waste of time and money because I don't like, let's say I'm a construction worker. I'm not going to carry a tool on me that I don't need.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if I'm an electrician, I'm not going to carry around a fucking, I don't know, like like something that I just don't need. It's just the analogy.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And-
But go ahead.
And also most degrees. Okay, for entry level positions into any company, most of them do ask for degree. I shouldn't say most. Some of them do
They
ask
say like degree preferred.
degree preferred. They're never going to do that background check.
Yeah, I haven't seen any job that even asked me for my high school diploma.
Lie on that resume.
You lie on that fucking resume. You put on there, yes, you got a 4-year degree. They're never going to fucking check.
And don't sound stupid in the interview. Act like you got a diploma.
There are some people that have diplomas that are just dumb.
There are. Like, you have book sense and you have common sense.
Right. Like,
And I feel like in this day and age, it's not even about the degrees. It's mostly about who you know. Like,
that too.
Yeah.
And just experience in general. Like, there's people out there that can get more off of a trade or some type of certificate than they can with a degree.
and it's
You know?
cheaper.
It's
And
cheaper.
it's cheaper.
Absolutely. I've seen so many girls that did, go to cosmetology, or people that are barbers, or people that just get degrees in welding, stuff like that, and you in the pocket.
I've only had one job, the current one, that made it like a thing that I had a degree when I was getting offered it. The person that offered it had mentioned the degree. Now, I didn't do my research to see if it actually made a difference or whatnot, but compared to what they said that the starting pay, and I'm sure my experience has something to do with it as well, the base starting pay is this, but we're going to pay you this because you have a degree. Don't have shit to do with the position I'm in.
Right.
But because I have a degree, I was able to start a little bit higher, allegedly.
Right. I guess it gives the company a sense of like,
That this person might be smart.
They're compensating you because you got raped on student loans.
and
I mean, I don't know.
didn't get raped.
Did you not? Okay.
Yeah, but there are definitely people that are.
Yeah.
Fucked, not raped.
He agreed.
He agreed to it. You consented.
I signed the paper.
You're like, ooh, I guess.
Like, what's that interest rate? Oh!
I might as well.
I mean, I need this piece of paper.
And turn around and take the paper and like turn around, bitch.
Yeah, you didn't sign the one that required lube. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's your waiver.
But honestly, I think there's been people like, I'll be scrolling through TikTok and there's people that like talk about how they progress through like their career path or like just their passion, and they get like certifications and stuff like that, and it's all paid for through like student aid.
Oh yeah.
And because it's cheaper, like you don't have to like bust an arm and a leg to either go to like a university or college. And community colleges are a thing, and they're fine.
They are,
Right.
and they give you the exact same experience, if
Right.
not better.
Because at the end of the day, most places don't care what college you graduated from or where your degree came from, unless you're going for some out the wall shit. Then yeah,
Like, you're gonna go work at NASA.
No,
I mean,
Tom,
NASA, you're competing like in a high, a low. What do you call that? High demand, but they don't have. No,
I don't know.
I don't know. Doctors.
Don't lie on your resume if you're applying at NASA.
Yeah, please
Right.
don't. Or if you're a doctor,
Pick and choose your battles.
You will go to jail.
you will go to jail.
Yeah, no, prison.
But yeah, no, it's like, I mean, because like, I'm talking about certifications. At one point I was a director of computer language arts skills. I was literally like in my early 20s, and they made me director of language. What I did was I sat in a room, and if people had problems with any type of computer programming, I helped them. I don't have a degree, never had a degree. But they gave me that job, and while working at that college, like, I got certified in Microsoft, like, Word, Excel, Access Suite, the whole thing. And they paid for all of it. And they used that as, like, my degree whenever I applied for other jobs.
Honestly, we got certified for that in high school, and that has been on my resume ever since.
Right.
Right. That's kind of like with my last job in the medical field. You go through all these courses and stuff that you have to take like online and stuff, and you get a certificate. You learn how to fit people and mold their foot for diabetic shoes and shit like that. So you get certificates for all of that.
Right.
Because if I ever went to like work in the medical field again, I could be like on the resume, yeah, I'm certified in how to put a CPAP together, how to do this, blah, blah, blah.
You have knowledge, experience, and certification.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's
all the receipts, bitch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's, I mean, now, nowadays, these jobs are putting on there that they would prefer or require a degree, but you don't have to. Like, back in the day, like, a college degree was a thing. Like, if you had a college degree, it meant something.
And I think that's why our parents pushed college so hard, but we really didn't need it necessarily.
Yeah. I feel like if you're doing something like engineering, software, stuff like that,
shit that people actually need.
Yeah, like we actually need you to learn some shit, bitch. Because if my house fall apart because your dumbass don't know, never mind.
That happens. That happens.
Yeah. Well, I've seen what it takes to be in architecture, and it is pretty rough.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like things with like.
But even that, not to cut you off, but even in that field, the majority of the college classes are all theory instead of practical, and so therefore, like, you're sitting there reading a book about how to be an architect, but then you got to do an internship
that they don't pay you for.
Right, fucking slave labor, and you.
Yeah, I feel like half the stuff you learn in college is used to be applied towards wherever you're going.
Mm-hmm.
They don't teach you how to do the job because a lot of times, like, the degree is there to kind of give you the general knowledge on how things work, like, especially if you're like an electrical engineer. Right. Nobody's going to come off the streets and just know how to read a map and decipher between, like, continuity, resistance, diodes, all that other shit.
College, from what I experienced with having the degree in communication, broadcasting, all that shit, I feel like it's designed, the courses that, you actually take regarding your degree, not the math and all that shit.
Like the Common Core.
Yeah, those. I feel like the college is pretty much to teach you the terminology.
Right.
For it. Yeah, I know what the digital camera and I know what this editing shit means, but what about the rest of college?
Right. And you paid for 4 years? 2 years?
4.
4 years? You paid for 4 years of that and
half a master's.
Half of a master's and what? A third of that or half of that is actually the practicality of what you wanted to do.
I did not start having elective classes until like
your junior year,
the very end junior year, and then senior year. It was
junior year is really when you start like the actual classes. The first 2 years you're taking fucking
common,
right?
Yeah,
and then like senior year, it was pretty much. I think I had like one common class that I avoided the whole other 3 years, and I took that one, and then the whole rest of the year was just me learning how to edit and shit like that.
Right. So a quarter of what you paid for is going toward what you want to be. The rest of it's just a bunch of filler bullshit that you
like that we learned in high school.
Right.
Honestly, I enjoyed the elective classes more than I enjoyed the Common Core classes, and that's when I was like, okay.
Yeah. Now I finally get it.
Yeah.
Kills me.
I was a buff for like biology and physics because it wasn't like strictly just science and math and shit like that, or just I don't know. It was like an application of everything really when it comes to stuff like that.
I hated biology because once I gotta start adding shit together, this
Oh,
not math.
you're talking about like the chemical compounds and all that bullshit.
Ooh.
Science is not my
math is science.
Like, see, that's
I could deal with math. Math and English was my strong one, but English and math, and then the other two was after
that. Math can be frustrating though. Like if you learn the principles and just the steps on how to do something, math is just basically just a regurgitation of like.
Yeah, you gotta learn the formulas.
Yeah. Right. Because they be like,
and don't throw a fucking fraction in there.
It was when I started college.
Right.
I'll never forget that shit. They was like, how do you make a curve on a graph show on like an actual algebraic equation? So I was like, okay, well, if you have a dip, that's considered a bell. And if you want to...
When the fuck did bells get into math?
I don't know. When did letters? Because I thought it was all numbers. You talking about y equals mx plus b. What?
Because apparently whenever you square something, and that's where you get the dip. That's where you get a curve. Curve is coming from the squared.
And see, he knows this because he was interested in that.
Correct.
And I would have never paid that. I would have probably paid attention in school,
I failed my
but I
algebra
wouldn't
class.
remember it.
The only thing, like, I loved geometry. That was the only version of math I liked was geometry.
The square goes in square hole.
It made sense to me. My fucking brain, it made fucking sense. If, like, you're looking at it,
Why the fuck ain't this triangle going in?
like, you got a triangle here, and you got to find the degrees of the angle for this one, so you know the interior of it is going to be like 90 degrees or.
Yeah, weren't you supposed to be something about interior design too? Didn't you like have a little bit
It's
of
just
some
because I'm a
knowledge?
fact does not mean that I know.
What the fuck?
I mean, we were watching HGTV, but
We were.
I thought you said you knew a little bit
It
about
was on the
interior
Food
design.
Channel.
we watched that.
I mean,
movie.
everybody does.
Not really. Cause you be piecing shit together. A Christmas tree, bitch, my shit would have been looking like a damn fucking, I don't know.
I like to decorate Christmas trees. Shut up. I really do.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was talking about interior design or something. Maybe it was I keep thinking Vaughn. No.
Now,
pretty
Vaughn
sure it
can
was
throw
you.
some shit together.
I'm pretty sure it was you who said some shit.
I mean, I
because
know.
like you showed me this video about this guy. He's like one of those fucking
One of those fucking yeah. No, I did not show you a video. Anyway, go ahead.
he's like super fashionable interior design. Y'all been over there? You want to share something with the class? Okay, that's what I thought.
It ain't about you.
I never said it was about me.
You saying that's what you thought, bitch? What you?
No,
Why
I
you
just
thinking
wanna know.
it? Why you thinking it? Why you thinking it? You've been on edge
I
all
wasn't
fucking
thinking nothing.
day. You said that's what I thought. You said that's what I thought.
I never said
You
it.
said that. Bitch, you didn't just say that's what I thought.
You said it ain't about you. You said that's what I thought.
You said that's what I thought.
I'm just gaslighting. You're getting tight.
What was the topic?
Daniel was asking me something about interior
Curtis be
design.
going red in the eyes.
All I see is red. See red in the.
I mean, I can put a room together, but I think it would be cool to be an interior designer.
I feel like you can. You have the knack for it, in my opinion.
Trying to say you gay, you know how to decorate.
I never said that shit.
I'll play into that stereotype. I can make a room.
Because something about him liking penis makes him know how to decorate.
See, that part. It's like, oh.
Over there.
But yeah. No.
A little to the right.
Mm-hmm. Go.
You just gonna get distracted with that strong man lifting the couch.
I mean, there is something to say about a blue collar man who's going to work for you.
Lord Jesus.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. Yeah, but kind of tied back in. In all actuality, I've never felt like a degree has stopped me from moving in directions that I want to go.
None.
Me either, really.
Yeah. A certification, maybe. Actually, there was one time where I really wanted to get like a heavy equipment and crane operating license.
I'm certified to drive a forklift.
I worked at Lowe's and got a certification for a forklift too.
I wrecked that bitch twice, but I got that forklift.
Damn. That's it.
I sure fucked it. The second time, I fucked it up. I raised this fucking roll of carpet all the way up and sort of back it up. Took out the light, took out the fucking garage door. I took it all.
Did you get fired?
Huh? Fuck no, I was the manager.
Oh.
He's gonna fire himself.
Right.
I think I should go home now.
Here's my write-up.
I called the
I'll sign it later, don't worry.
I called the owner of the property and I was like, hey, this happened. What happened? I don't know.
Run the cameras back.
There wasn't any. And so he showed up, they had it fixed.
So, you operated a forklift on somebody's property?
Well, it was our building. Like, we leased the building from the owner as a storage unit. And we stored all of our carpet and everything.
He in there tearing the bitch up.
It was a brand new building. I fucked it all up.
Good job.
Thanks.
You should have tore your damn certification out.
I mean, I still have it in my wallet.
Dude.
Is it still active?
I don't
No.
fucking know.
Most
No,
certifications
that's like 2 years.
last a year or 2 years.
I'll still drive that bitch.
Damn, I can't fit people for shoes no more. Wow.
Yeah, but you know how to do it. So you can always get recertified.
I don't want to. Them
Them
bitches
people
with them diabetic shoes, it was some feet.
It was feeding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just be looking like some. I ain't gonna lie, them diabetic feet just be big.
They be big and swole.
Right.
And, and flaking. I'm gonna put my gloves on and gently touch right here. Let me know if it hurts. Mm-mm.
Right.
You had to touch their feet?
Yeah, to help them.
All right, guys.
To help them with the shit. Like we was feeding people when they stank ass breath for CPAP mask and nebulizer machines and shit. It was a lot, and then having
that's why I can't do health.
Then having to go. It was a good experience, but
no,
then
it
having
wasn't.
yes, it was. And
he
then,
said it before you said no.
And then having to go in these people's dirty ass house and like put together hospital beds and deliver wheelchairs. It was a lot.
No. Oh,
I'll never forget how to put a hospital bed together.
All right. Well, I do want to ask y'all. Outside of Willis's Bakery, if y'all could own like your own personal business, what would y'all do?
A production studio.
Production studio. Like you would have like a building, big building. You know how they.
Well, like the Celtic studios in Baton Rouge that I go and film at sometimes, they have like 5 different buildings in this one parking lot, and it like one day one is this set, the next day this one is this set, yada yada yada. It would be something like that.
So
like a whole his studio.
Do you rent out each studio, or like you go based off of like what they charge? You charge.
I believe you charge the whatever the production company is that's working.
And they just use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For a certain amount of days.
Oh, okay. That's okay. They kind of just schedule it and they just do it.
Yeah, I have this movie shooting here all this week, so I'm charging them this much to use my studio.
Right. So what would attract people to like your studio?
How clean you keep it, the movies and shows that develop in these studios, and that's pretty much it. Just how the upkeeping is.
Okay, so they do all their own production?
Yeah, like the upkeeping and pretty much what came from this studio. Like, it was Bad Boys filmed here, like the movies and shit, with Will Smith and all of them. Who has been at this studio before?
Got it. What about you, Jalisa?
Probably like a club or a strip club, you know?
Why am I not so? I knew it had something to do with hoes. Go ahead.
No, that would bring in like a lot of money though, because people, men.
Like being the owner?
Right.
I can see
As
you
long as
doing
it
like
wouldn't be
big
like
time
here.
promotions.
No.
Yeah.
But even if it was here, I'd still pull in though, because these strip clubs ain't on shit.
They ain't shit.
I'll go in with you.
Okay.
She has some Club Onyx type shit. Like, she be importing bitches just to like show out.
You gonna make this much this night, so come on.
I need you to come with it and don't fucking play
I have
around.
flyers with the hottest strippers on the market.
When you were in Orlando a few months ago, did you go to any of those?
I didn't go to strip clubs. I went to the strip of like, it was like bars / like little mini inside clubs. So like it was literally a whole fucking downtown strip of like people walking around, like the whole, not the cobblestone, but like the brick streets. You walk around, everybody's
You know they're
fucking
going to
drunk.
Orlando, right?
They told me.
They're
Well, he
leaving.
told me.
Yeah, he told me they're leaving us here.
In May.
At the end of May, yep.
Which, yeah.
It's our turn. Y'all got y'all vacation.
Which what?
Y'all but
Say
don't.
what's on your mind.
Please don't go to Universal Studios because I really want to go to Harry Potter World. And if y'all go, I really
I just
want
got
to
off the
go
phone
with
with
y'all.
my dad earlier too, and he was trying to see what area we was trying to like hotel in or something. So I have a hotel like by default. Like I have like already one. Like if nothing else pushes through, I already have one that works.
Who is it?
Who?
Who is it?
The hotel?
Mhm.
It's nothing fancy. This is just cost wise.
Okay.
It's not shit either, Willis. It's still nice. It's the one that I had when I previously went to Orlando.
Okay.
So other than that, like we can always. The only reason why I didn't get a resort because I kind of went last minute, and I didn't have time to prepare for like booking.
You want to see how many points I have for Hilton for y'all?
No, we're not doing Hilton.
Okay.
I have Hilton and Marriott if we needed it.
Yeah, we're not doing either of those. We're actually getting the resort. We're going for the resort ones. Because you can do like a whole package, or you can just
No.
He's tight.
No, it's not. It's my meds that I've taken. They
kicking in.
Yeah. Well, they've kicked in, so don't do that. So yeah. It's got caffeine in it, so therefore.
Not caffeine.
It's making me bad.
That's how it did me earlier.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I can see you popping with that.
You could buy sections type thing,
Yeah, you want the
champagne room?
Yeah, bottle girls.
Yeah, I feel like you would have like that multiple story club where it's just like you got different types of like.
You would be like
genres.
Madam. You watch all the Queensmen. You need my BET Plus, and you watch it. It's a good show.
You talking about the one lady that like she's the one. Like,
yeah, be killing folks and shit.
What was the show that you had me watch?
I don't think you get
with the
P-Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could see you being like that.
Yeah. She got like the overlook office at the top. You can see the whole floor.
It's glass.
It's all glass. You be in a suit.
Now the club be getting shot up and shit, but I can definitely see you on
we
there.
don't do that.
I can see
No guns
you.
allowed.
I can see you. Yeah, she be shooting people in the damn club.
I'm the only person in the club with guns.
Right.
Yeah.
And the bouncers. But yeah, I can see her up top. You can't see in, but she can see out. She's just like that one right there.
I got my little work
Get 'em
phone.
So
Get 'em out.
Get them out right now.
That would be so fun.
I be partying at her show all the
I
time.
might go there too. Support.
Can you get a porn star or two?
Sure, I'll put them on the flyer. Our special guest for the month.
I need
For the month, for the night.
let's see who we need on
No,
there.
she here all month.
I need you to bring Violet Myers on there, a Bella Danger, and Jinx Mays. I need all three of them.
Violet Myers?
Yeah.
Oh, not
Violet, and then Myer. That bitch got some ass, son.
Play somebody naked, play somebody.
Oh, okay.
And then a Bella Danger. That's just a nasty freak bitch, but she cool. She ain't like a solid 10, but that's a nasty bitch. And then I need Jinx
she come.
Jinx Mays on top of that. And
We
then
know
we're
that
good.
is.
And we're straight.
I don't know who Jinx Mays is.
Okay, well JYNXMAZE, Jinx Mays.
And he's still looking at these people.
I don't know what the fuck they look like.
We know yours is your bakery. What would you do, Daniel?
I would do land development.
Okay.
I've talked about that in the past.
I'm
But
like, Daniel, I need a building.
I'm gonna plot that whole bitch out. This is gonna be a big ass fucking open area that we clear out. We're gonna flatten the fucking land, and we're gonna parking lot the whole bitch, cause it's gonna be like Walmart.
So what got you into that?
Huh?
What got you into that? Working with your dad?
A cross between like doing construction, working with my dad, operating machinery. Like I'm a real hands-on person. That's what kind of like how like I came from that, and I feel like that came from my dad for the most part. And it's just the fact that that's an everlasting mark.
Yeah.
Or like a landmark. Like you know that if you develop land and somebody builds something on that, like you know you are part of that process. And it's just like same thing when I was doing the water treatment center. And we poured the whole concrete, we did everything, we were done, we did all the work, everything's like that plant is there because we put in the work to make that plant there. So,
Okay.
yeah, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So if you come back in 20, 30 years, you'd be like, hey, yeah, I did that. Like when you put a fence up, like my dad would tell me back when he was a young private in the military, and we were go back different places, he would show me fences that are still holding up. And it's just good because it's just the thought of knowing that you did that and it's still there.
Right.
So
Okay, I get that.
yeah.
May we all one day become the moguls that we pray to be.
We will be. And then Triple P&J.
Oh!
Yeah.
Triple P&J.
Curtis is gonna be the production crew for Jalisa's. I'm gonna
Curtis,
lay out the
I need a video
foundation.
film.
He's gonna do video film, and then Willis is gonna have his bakery shop.
I'll have the food truck
Willis,
waiting.
you
there.
can
They need food. They hungry.
These bitches need cake.
The hoes have lost their mind.
Right.
You could
They were
actually
shaking
be
their
the snack area and shit
They
on
coming
the
down there
sets
shopping
because
whipped cream and
they
shit.
have like the best food out of
Exactly.
production. So
Like-
you could be the people like under the tent and bringing our snacks out and
just don't get out of hand.
And then I could see you doing like some catering type shit too.
That, and I feel like you could sponsor like a drag show. I'm sure you would be cool with doing a drag show.
Yeah, you could film it in my studio.
We're filming it at the club.
Oh,
you gotta make the video.
You gotta make the video.
Okay, I could do that.
Yeah, but you're the production manager, so you tell them how to make the shit.
You over there, clap it.
Right.
I need big hair, big titties. I need.
Okay, so
I need some glitter and some reveals. Let's go.
The editor, executive producer. Okay, I can see it. You having all the power.
What was that I said? Did you look at what I sent in the group chat? Speaking of drag shows,
the dogs.
You talking about the video? I saw it earlier. Nigga, that was Adonis while we were gone.
That man did a backflip and then put a wig on.
My daddy's gone.
Here come the hurricane.
I know you see the video. I love you, daddy.
I know you, daddy.
I love you, daddy.
Daddy found the weed.
Where the fuck you get this wig from?
Shantae, bitch, Shantae.
Not Shantae. Oh man, Glow and Shantae. Oh, what is that?
Moral of the story is you don't need a degree for all these jobs.
At all.
Yeah, because we was on and popping without that.
You need to know how to grind.
Yeah, you gotta have some kind of work ethic and hustle in you.
Right.
I feel like this is the last thing I'm gonna say before we end this. I feel like in order to succeed, you need some kind of drive, hustle, motivation, all of that you think about every damn day.
Right. It's just not gonna come to you. You gotta go.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting like a whiteboard or something to put in my room so I could pretty much tell tell myself what I want to happen each week or day or some shit like that. Because every time I speak it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that like me personally, I get so caught up in life, I forget about making goals. Like when I had this like planning book, it was like put out a 3-month goal, a 1-year goal, 3-year goal, and then like a lifetime goal. So like you know where you're trying to get to in life, and then you can make small steps to that point.
And you hold yourself accountable.
Yeah. Like I never thought about that. I never thought about really what I wanted out of life until I sat down and wrote it out. I was just like, damn, bitch, I don't know what I want to do.
Like how do
That's the hard
start
part.
this?
Like a lot of people, they're just getting through life.
Right. If you're lucky, because we're all human and nobody is perfect. If you're lucky, at a young age, you'll know what you want to do with your life. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing what you want to do, but don't be stagnant. It's just if you need a goal, at least put yourself in a better situation than where you were last year. That's my personal
that part. Well,
all right, guys, that wraps up.
I got one thing because like I'm on.
Oh, we missed the Willis segment.
Yeah. So this week, apparently in Tennessee, it was signed by Governor Billy that
It's just the ending.
I know, but it's for the Willis segment.
Oh. So this is what we play now when it's your segment.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. Okay. Anyway, so in Tennessee, he called me Willie. Don't do that. In Tennessee, it was signed into law that by Governor Billy that it is now illegal for drag queens, or not even drag queens, someone to dress in the opposite gender that they were assigned at birth. It is now illegal for them to perform in public in front of children to protect the children. There is no definitions in how this is deemed illegal or like what is considered a performance, where like if it's on TV, if it's at a concert.
So technically what it sounds like is broad confinement. Like a broad confinement.
Well, like what it is basically it's being targeted at the LGBT community. However, all of the Republicans in the Tennessee government is saying that it's not. It's to protect the children. And
it's always something about religion and the children.
Right, because it's like at the end of the day, like, so. But But yeah, it's super frustrating. It's been going all over news media today, and then like Jalisa pointed out earlier, apparently the fucking governor got caught like in it's a picture in his yearbook of him in drag. And like it's so fucking stupid. But yeah, like they have no definitions on what's considered a performance, what's considered illegal, and so everybody's basically saying like I think it's Beyonce's supposed to be performing in Nashville this year at some point. And it's rumored that in her show, like there's a segment where somebody's dressed as a man that could be deemed illegal, and they could arrest Beyonce, which,
freebie.
Yeah, like some freebie. So yeah, it's just really fucking stupid, and fuck Governor Lee, and fuck those people who wanted to do this. So yeah, just a heads up, if there's anything, any of the people, our friends or family or viewers in Tennessee, if there's anything you can do to help, please do. I don't live in Tennessee no more, but apparently also they're looking at that was the other thing. For the trans kids, they are Tennessee and now Mississippi are requiring trans kids to detransition
What the fuck?
That they are until they are legal.
Are they transitioning or they transitioned?
Both. They have to stop transitioning or they have to detransition.
That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if you've already made either way, I feel like once you've already made the switch, how the fuck are you gonna make them go back?
Like essentially, like if you're making because they have hormone blockers where they basically stop puberty for people who don't know what they want to do. You know, they stop puberty and they have to start it back up, and like it fucks with kids' heads, but it's to protect the children, and yeah.
Have you heard anything about the whole abortion?
Which one?
With them banning abortion.
Well,
any kind of overturns or just.
That's done. That's said and done. It's all left to state. The closest place you can get a legal abortion here, where we are at right now, is Indiana, Ohio.
I thought Colorado.
One of those two Midwestern states. So yeah, no, that's said and done. Supreme Court passed it. So sorry.
Yep, that is a big loss.
So yeah, fuck all of. We can't get political. Never mind.
We can, man. Fuck you bitches in the office. Out here trying to run people's lives.
It's been fuck y'all. It's probably
y'all
always
don't care
gonna
about
be fuck
shit
y'all.
anyways. I don't understand why the fuck y'all only put shit like that into place so you can to grow your fan base. I don't care what the fuck it is.
It's called a fan base.
It's a fan base.
And if you haven't watched the Jon Stewart interview that he did with the Nebraska Republican, Nebraska member of Congress or senator, or who, I don't know who he was. If you haven't watched it, it is amazing. So yeah, just putting it out there.
All right, Jalisa.
Well, guys, that wraps up another episode
of Triple P&J.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share, download, all of that. Tell your friends about us. Leave a comment. See y'all next week.
Ding.